You have asked for it, and today we are delivering. Managing a primary class is about structure. Managing a high school class, that's about respect and psychology. If you ever felt like you are losing control of your 10th or 12th graders, like the harder you push, the more they push back. These five strategies will change your classroom dynamic starting tomorrow. Stick around for strategy number four. It's the most teachers get completely wrong. And it's probably costing you more control than anything else on this list. Strategy number one, the no nonsense. Let's start with the first 60 seconds of class because high schoolers, they decide how much they can get away with before they have even sat down. If you are behind your desk shuffling your papers while they walk in, you have already lost the room. The tone is set and spending the next 40 minutes trying to win it back. That's exhausting and it's avoidable. And what actually works? Stand at the door, greet them by name as they walk in. That's it. That's the whole move. But think about what it does. It tells every single student, I see you, specifically you, before you have even entered my classroom. It establishes you as the authority in the room before a single lesson begins. And it does something else. It makes disruption personal to walk into, not anonymous. It's much harder to act out against a teacher who just called you by name and looked you in the eye 30 seconds ago. Strategy 2, collaborative norm setting. Strategy 2 is this one surprises a lot of teachers. High schoolers hate being told what to do, but they love being heard. Those are two very different things, and most classroom rule setting completely ignores the difference. So the shift is instead of handing them a printed list of rules on day one, spend just 10 minutes at the starting of the term asking one question. What does a respectful classroom look like to you? Let them answer. Let them argue with each other about it. Write it down together. Here is why this works because psychologically, when a teenager creates a rule, breaking it means breaking their own word, not just yours. You have turned every rule from something imposed on them into something they own it. And ownership is one of the strongest behavioral levers you have in room full of teenagers who are wired to resist authority by default. Strategy number three, the private correction, whisper method. Strategy here is the that saves the most classrooms from turning into daily battling grounds. Publicly calling out a teenager almost always backfires. Why? Because in front of their classmates, correction doesn't feel like feedback. It feels like a threat to their school standing. And a teenager who feels publicly threatened doesn't back down, they escalate. Now you are not correcting behavior anymore. You are in a power struggle in front of an audience, and there is no version of that where you actually win. So the fix is walk by their desk, lean in, quietly state the correction just to them. That's it. This preserves their dignity. It removes the audience that was fueling the escalation in the first place. And 9 times out of 10, the correction actually lands because they are not busy performing for their friends now anymore. They are just hearing you. Strategy number four, high stakes versus high support. And here we are. Strategy four, the one I promised you at the starting, at the beginning, the one most teachers get completely wrong. Wait, the secret sauce. You can be the toughest teacher in the school, high standards, zero excuses, strict deadliness, as long as you are the most supportive teacher they have. Most teachers pick one. They are either the strict one or the friendly one. But teenagers don't respect strictness alone, and they don't respect softness alone. What they respect is strictness backed by genuine care. So show interest in their lives outside academics. Ask about the match they played last weekend. Notice what they when they seem off. Remember what they told you last month. This builds what I call social capital, and it's the account you are drawing from every single time you need to enforce discipline. Teachers with high social capital can push students hard and students accept it because they know the pushing comes from someone who actually sees them. Teachers with zero social capital push the same way, and it just breeds resentment. Strategy number 5, consistent consequences. This is the last one, and honestly, this is the one that determines whether everything else on this list even works. High schoolers have a built in fairness meter, and it is brutally accurate. They will notice instantly. If you let it slide one student and not another, they will notice you if you threaten a consequence and then don't follow through. And the moment they clock you as inconsistent, you lose them. Not just on that rule, on every rule. Because now the rules aren't real anymore, they are just things you say. So here is the standard: follow through every single time. No empty threats. If you're not prepared to enforce it, don't say it. That's the whole rule. Which of these five are you going to try in your very next period? Let me know in the comments. And if you want a second part of it, let me know. Hit that subscribe button so I know you are interested, and I'll get it out to you next. Like, comment, and definitely share who needs it the most. Thank you. Take care.